You prefer, then, said the Abbé, that I should bestow on men you say are false and treacherous the reward intended for faithful friendship. That is true enough, returned Caderousse. You say truly, the gift of poor Edmond was not meant for such traitors as Fernand and Danglars. Besides, what would it be to them? No more than a drop of water in the ocean. Remember, chimed in La Carconte, those two could crush you at a single blow. How so? Inquired the Abbé. Are these persons, then, so rich and powerful? Do you not know their history? I do not. Pray, relate it to me. Caderousse seemed to reflect for a few moments, then said, No, truly, it would take up too much time. Well, my good friend, returned the Abbé, in a tone that indicated utter indifference on his part, you are at liberty either to speak or be silent, just as you please. For my own part, I respect your scruples and admire your sentiments. So let the matter end. I shall do my duty as conscientiously as I can, and fulfill my promise to the dying man. My first business will be to dispose of this diamond. So saying, the Abbé again drew the small box from his pocket, opened it, and contrived to hold it in such a light that a bright flash of brilliant hues passed before the dazzled gaze of Caderousse. Wife! Wife! Cried he in a hoarse voice. Come here! Diamond! Exclaimed La Carconte, rising and descending to the chamber with a tolerably firm step. What diamond are you talking about? Why, did you not hear all we said? Inquired Caderousse. It is a beautiful diamond left by poor Edmond Dantès, to be sold and the money divided between his father, Mercédès, his betrothed bride, Fernand, Danglars, and myself. The jewel is worth at least 50,000 francs. Oh, what a magnificent jewel! Cried the astonished woman. Dante knows. Oh my goodness. Is it mean? I mean, listen, the wife, the sickly, ill wife, she's got it bad enough. I mean, she's got to be married to Caderousse, living out here in the middle of nowhere, basically an invalid, can't leave the house. Not that Caderousse would probably let her. But Dante recognizes that in order to move this forward, he has to remove the obstacle, which is his wife putting, thoughts in Caderousse's head for protecting themselves, for saying things that might get them in trouble. In fact, the very thing, and what a revelation here, is that Danglars and Fernand are apparently rich and powerful. She says, remember, those two could crush you at a single blow. And once again, when Dante is asking, hey, okay, well, tell me what came of them. What's their situation? What's up with them? And Caderousse is like, nah, you know what? It's going to take up too much time. I don't think you're very interested in that. And Dante, like, playing the ruse here, right? He's like, oh, yeah, okay, fine. That's good. Yeah, whatever. I respect your decision. That's fine. Yeah, I was going to have to, take out this diamond here. Yeah, I forgot. I'm going to have to sell this thing. Look at this. Let me just catch the light in a right way so that it dazzles your eyes. Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. Right there. And seeing that both Caderousse and his wife are like, ooh, diamond, shiny, money. Again, I'm not trying to be glib. Like, they're in a bad situation. I feel worse for the wife than anyone. But Dante is pretending to not care, but continuing at these very pivotal moments. It's kind of like good cop, bad cop in a way, right? Dante is playing the bad cop, like, tell me, how dare someone let this happen to Daddy Dante? And Caderousse is like, yeah, but, it's going to take up some time. And he's like, oh, fine. Oh, but then this diamond, and the diamond's like, hey, guys, think about all the good you can have in life. This could change your situation. Don't you want a nice cup of water? Wouldn't that help you out? I'm sorry we're keeping you here this whole time. So it's just like psychological baiting, He's going to be using their greed against them to extract the truth. And I turned this up, which I think is kind of funny, and maybe this will be a prompt for all of you for the Discord. Which is, free to join. The link is in the show notes. But here's the bit of trivia that I pulled here, that in serialized form, this section was called Le Diamant du Mort, or The Dead Man's Diamond. And readers actually wrote in letters to the editor of the magazine in which this was published, debating whether or not the Abbé or Dante was testing their faith, their loyalty to Dante, or setting a trap for them. I mean, I think we can easily see he's doing both. More setting the trap than testing their faith, but it's like one of those, if we step into a horror mode for a moment, and it's like, kind of a jigsaw moment. You're gonna suffer, but it's just a matter of whether or not you are willing to suffer in order to have your deliverance. So based on his test of faith is going to change what the outcome of the trap that he's setting. He's kind of saying, like, you can choose your own fate here. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. We're just coming off of spooky season, so I've got all those ideas in my head. But we're almost done with chapter 26. Join me here tomorrow for the penultimate episode as we wrap this baby up. This has been a long chapter, but we got there, and we will get there starting tomorrow. So join me here then. Okay, goodbye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.